Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's Sam at 4HO Trains, coming to you live from Atlanta, Indiana. How's everybody's Thursday night going? It has been, we just got a whole bunch of pallets in, 12 pallets in today from Lionel. And so I was mostly trying to help out with getting stuff in over there, but also, helping make room for the new stuff that's coming in. So it's been quite an adventurous week, actually. So we are here to discuss what is new in HO this week. Maybe. Let's see. Yay! We never really know if it's gonna work. Actually, it should work. It's not its fault. It's our fault. It's my fault. So, first up this week, we have maybe yay, new arrivals. So, we have a decent amount of new arrivals this week. So this week from, hi Katie, hi Massimo, yay. I missed you guys last time. It wasn't last week, but the week before. Neither one of you had made it. Hi Rochelle. So new arrivals for this week, we have the EMD SD70 Aces from Broadway Limited. And these are all the new arrivals that have come in are all going to be the DCC version versus DC. So first up, we have the Ferromex. And this is available also in the second road number. So you've got the 4068 as well as 4079. So the EMD SD70 Ace was the modern evolution of the SD70 Mac. It was designed to meet stricter emission standards while still delivering, a great amount of horsepower, like 4,300 horse. So they were often equipped with the Nathan K5LLA horn, and they were seen across all of North America and beyond. There were about 2,000 different variations of these produced by EMD, which is pretty impressive. So this is, again, the Ferromex. All these SD70 Aces from Broadway Limited that just came in are advertised price is $449.99, but you can get them from us at 4hotrains.com for $359.99. And so this is the first variation. The second is the Kansas City Southern. This one's road number 4149. And then there's also available in road 4156. These also feature the Paragon 4 sound and control system with the Rolling Thunder. It also has an integral dual mode decoder with back EMF for super slow speed operation in DC or DCC mode. Precision drive mechanisms engineered for heavy towing and smooth slow speed operation. All-wheel electrical pickups. Variable intensity user adjustable smoke on the Paragon 4 series. It also has heavy die-cast body with die-cast chassis for maximum tractive effort. Metal handrails, stanchions with prototypical decorations. Premium caliber painting. Prototypically accurate paint schemes and road numbers. So these were normal road numbers that were actually used. And many separately applied details such as grab irons, horns, bells, wipers, etched metal grills, etc. And also prototypical light operation. So here's the Norfolk Southern in road number 1032, also available in 1063. And the Union Pacific in the gray and yellow paint scheme, 9039, and also road number 9054. Hi, Bob. Hey, Massimo. I have not. Um, I got a bunch of people over the last couple of operating layout days to help me get all the other things off of the layout, and then we got the turkeys on, or the turkeys and the pilgrims and the Indians. They were great. I don't have them back here with me. I should have grabbed them, but I didn't think about it. So this coming up Saturday, I'll have people help me get those off, and we'll start working on the Christmas decorations. It'll be great. Hi, Andy. So we also have the Powered by Our People paint scheme for Union Pacific. This is road number 1111. This is the only one of these that we have available. The other road name or road number was sold out. Then the last one is the Union Pacific with the Western Pacific patch. Road number 1983. Again, this is the only one we have available. The other road number is sold out. So again, MSRP is 44 or 449.99, and we've got them listed for 359.99. And also don't forget that we have $5.99 flat rate shipping. So regardless of whether you purchase one or you purchase multiple, it doesn't matter the size or the weight. It's $5.99 regardless. So that is it for our new arrivals, sort of. We actually got some new building kits in, but we're going to talk about those later. But we do have a bunch of stuff coming soon. I just told you we got 12 pallets in today from Lionel. So as soon as she's able to get those unloaded and sorted out, then we'll have some new stuff coming in from Lionel, specifically the G38 and the G38B ore cars. Yes, Dominic. It's close, not quite. But this is also, with these, let me go back real quick. With these are also an HO. The difference in HO and O gauge, O gauge comes just fully ready to run straight out of the box, whereas in HO, they are fully ready to run straight out of the box, but a lot of people, there's two variations. There's DC and DCC, and most all of the DC versions are sound ready, but not equipped with a sound file, or they need a decoder to add that additional value to them. And a lot of people, they like to use their own decoders, their own brands, and I don't fully 100% understand the entire process of it, but I am aware that most of them do come sound equipped. And I believe DC is going to be like your version of running a train with, just your transformer, just traditional running. So you'd run it with the transformer, increase the speed, and or increase the power to the track, and it goes faster. Decrease the power, it goes slower. And same for reverse. So, and whereas DCC is there's a lot more function to it. So it's close to the same price. I think that it's more about the labor of all of these, of putting these things together rather than the size and or the parts, because G-Scale's not that much different either in price anyway. So yes, that is a fair point. Dominic said they're the same price as O gauge. Yes. Yep, it's close. Only on your engines, and not all of them. I mean, this is Broadway Limited. They do tend to run a little bit higher than some of the other brands. But yes, about the same price. It's a diesel locomotive. So coming soon from Lionel is our G38 ore cars. We have, first up, we have the G38 ore car in Pennsylvania. Now these came this one specifically came with multiple options. So you can buy these as singles, or you can buy them as 4-car sets. And this car specifically came in 4 different 4-car sets. Now, these ore cars, the models feature a plastic body with hidden metal weight, with separately applied brake system, coupler, and safety details. So all of the cars feature metal wheels. Single cars include new operating metal couplers, compatible with other brands of HO scale knuckles. And then knowing that you'd be running these in unit trains, the 4-packs feature these operating couplers on one end of 2 cars with scale, non-operating couplers in between to prove the looks and reduce your coupler slack while maintaining that operational flexibility. So you have this in the single. Again, retails $57.99. MSRP, that's the MSRP. You can get them here for $46.39. They did 5 numbers. 5 of these numbers were converted to G38B cars. For later modelers, there's also the Penn Central available in 2 single cars and 4 4-packs. So let's see. Here's the G38. This one is G38 Pennsylvania. It's unnumbered 4-pack. And then the MSRP on these is $229.99, but you can get them here for $183.99. Then this is the G38B ore car, Penn Central. This is road number 500-286. And again, this is the single. You can also get these in 4-car sets, set number 1, set number 2. And again, your operating couplers are only going to be on the open ends, right? This is the G38 Penn Central, not G38B. Again, available in 2 4-car sets. And then this is the G38B Conrail in brown, version A. Single for $46.39 here, or 4-car sets for $183.99. And then this is brown B. So brown A, brown B. And again, G38B or car. And then here is the G38B Conrail in black. And then this one is undecorated. We do only have these in the singles. So we didn't get undecorated versions in 4-packs, just the singles. And then here's your G38B in Pennsylvania. Also available in a 4-car set number 1. Whoops. And again, single cars, $46.39. 4-packs are $183.99, and again, $5.99 flat rate shipping. So you know where to go. So next up, just announced, in case you guys do not know, Atlas dropped their fall/winter catalog for 2025, and instead of doing a slideshow, because there was so much to discuss and so much to show you guys, I decided to bring this up on our website. So let's see how I can do that. I did. Ta-da! Okay, so there were over a handful of different items that were announced by Atlas last week. Starting with the RSD 3s or RS3s and then RSD 4.5s. These are what I'm going to show you will be in the classic gold. So we have these available. I'll pull these up and get you some pictures, but we have the Utah Railway in road number 307 and 303. We've also got our Jersey Central in 1606 and 1605. The Bicentennial Utah Railway. What else? Southern Pacific in 5306 and 5305, as well as Ohio Central Oh, we go to the RS3 at Ohio Central. So, which I kind of like these paint schemes a whole lot better. Oh no. That's a bummer. It said I was having a streaming issue. Uh, yeah, we are still crazy busy. Yes, so it has been quite insane over here. Um, the HO side of things has picked up quite a bit, and so I have been helping the store in pulling those orders and packing them in the mornings, and then like I said, it's kind of just been new product, new product, new product. Whether it's a new announcement, whether it's a new arrival, I mean, it's just kind of been constant. Um, we're also trying to figure out how to reconfigure the space at the store um, to allow for more room for HO and to maybe better organize it. So we've been doing quite a bit. It's been great. The break last week was quite nice. I took full advantage of it. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to be more productive, but it didn't happen. So here, let me pull these up and show you some pictures. Let's see what I can make happen, if I can. I was about to say it's not liking me today. Okay, so hey Dominic, look at that. It's not as much. We are in the 200s, not 400s, which is great. So this is the classic gold model, which means this is your DCC version with sound. This is also offered in a silver model as well, which is DC, and it's sound ready. So, aw, thank you, Rochelle. I appreciate it. Hi, Dominic. Um, that is great. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dominic. I would sing, but nobody would appreciate it, I promise. I don't have one of those voices. uh, well, I hope that it worked out because I don't know what happened to the broadcast, but it said that it kind of cut off 4HO on Facebook, so I'm not sure. At any rate, so if you ever are on our website, you can check this out. Scroll down, features are all here. So you have the option of water-cooled or air-cooled turbo exhaust stacks, separately applied handrails and stanchions, including a separate drop step detail, dual flywheel, equipped 5-pole skewed armature motor for optimum performance at all speeds, metal grab irons, accurate painting and printing. Gold models are equipped with ESU lock sound. So this is what I was saying. So ESU lock sound functionality features include the ESU lock sound decoder. Again, there are several variations of decoders. Each modeler has their preference. And so if you were to buy the silver version, you could buy a decoder from anywhere. The decoders that we currently sell at the store is Digitrax. And they also Digitrax sells decoders for multiple different brands and or sound variations and things like that. So just a little insight in case you didn't know. Aw. Dominic, Katie says happy birthday. So you also have flexible mapping function, mapping of function keys F0 through F31. It follows all the NMRA DCC standards and recommended practices. And then there are over 20 sound effects available, including engine startup and shutdown, prime mover sounds through all 8 notches, bell, air horn, air compressor, and more. So, and again, this is our Utah Railway version. Here's the Jersey Central. Oh, thank you guys. Davon says happy birthday, Dominic. Massimo says happy birthday as well. So, and then I really do like the bicentennial version of this the Utah Railway. I don't know. I think it pops. It looks great. You don't really see engines in white very much. And I think that's kind of why I like it. Again, also why I like, the rolling stock. That's not always the same boxcar red. So, okay. Again, Southern Pacific and into those last two different road numbers, 5306, 5305. And then in the RS3s, so let's check out the Ohio Central one. Ohio Central RS3, again, classic gold series. These have the same details as the RSD 45s, with the same ESU lock sound, equip, and then functionality features. And these are expected, when we put this in our system, it makes us give you a date, but really what Atlas said was fourth quarter of next year, which we all know really means second quarter of 27, but who knows? We'll see. Maybe things will change. Anyway, Tennessee Central, we've got those in road number 249 and 251. Then there is Johnsbury, Lemoy, and Johnsbury and Lemoy County. Oh, I'm sorry, St. Johnsbury. And I believe that's how you pronounce that. I'm not 100% sure. Road number 202 and 204. Then you also have another one I can't really pronounce. We'll just call it FUS for short because that's easy. At any rate, I like this one. Let's see. Delaware, Otsego System, and U.S. Steel. Oh shoot, U.S. Steel is an S4. Let's check that out. So they had announced like 3 different types of engines this time, which was fairly normal. However, there was like 5, 6, 7 different types of rolling stock. It was great. So for the S4s, this is U.S. Steel. It's black and orange. Those are my 2 favorite colors, in case you guys didn't know. These feature 5-pole skewed armature motor for reliable operation, dual flywheels for maximum performance at all speeds, exceptional painting and printing, sturdy die-cast mainframe and gear cases, metal couplers, and of course, gold models are equipped with ESU lock sound. Same ESU lock sound functionality features. So Alco introduced the S4 locomotive in 1950. The S4, like the earlier S2, was a 1,000 horsepower switcher. Nearly 800 units were built for North American Alco and Canadian by Alco's Canadian subsidiary, Montreal Locomotive Works, between 1947 and 1956. The primary spotting difference between the S2 and the S4 can be noted in the trucks. The S2 has blunt trucks, while the S4 has AAR-style trucks. The versatility of the S2s and S4s was evidenced by their service in mainline railroads, short lines, and industrial switching operations. So the only difference was in the trucks. That's kind of odd. It's interesting. I had always asked about the difference between like your GP7s and GP9s, and everybody always has answers, which I love. I love that. But I didn't know that that was the only difference, and now we know. So again, U.S. Steel for S4s. We have Santa Fe in the zebra stripe paint scheme. In Day M. And then we also have Morristown and Erie. Monongahela Connecting Railroad. Probably should have practiced this before we got on here. But I really like that. I really like that paint scheme. It's so pretty. Oh, let's see. And then also we have Green Mountain in 2 different road numbers. Erie-Lackawanna in 2 different road numbers, as well as Bessemer and Lake Erie in 2 different road numbers. And then Canadian National. Oh shoot, now we're into our fourth engine. So, up next, our Atlas Master Series Gold Model SD26 diesel locomotive in Santa Fe, the bicentennial paint scheme. These engines feature separately applied roof piping detail, golden white LEDs, realistic die-cast underframes, 5-pole skewed armature motor with dual flywheels, directional lighting, factory equipped with Accumate knuckle couplers, painted crew figures, separately installed scale windshield wipers, metal grab irons, and fine scale handrails, highly detailed coupler cut bars, multiple unit hoses and train line hoses, piping on the trucks, and metal couplers. Did we say that twice? I feel like we did. Nonetheless. Also, all gold models are equipped with ESU-LOK sound. So, if you would like to learn and read more about the SD24s and SD26s and the history behind it, you can do so right here in the overview section on the website. We're going to go back and take a look, maybe, at the other paint schemes offered or announced in HO for the SD26 and the SD24. So, we have the Santa Fe in, they all say one-piece window, so maybe we had this one in a couple different road numbers. Aha, and these 3 say SF patch. There's the difference. We also have the Burlington Northern in 3 different road numbers, and this is the SD24. These are high nose diesels. Burlington Northern in road number 6243, 6247, and 6251. Then we've got our Union Pacific in a low nose, road number 400, 407, and 446. Then we have the Duluth, Mesabi, Iron Range in the demonstrator paint scheme with ditch lights. And this is a high nose or high hood. Then we've also got the Wisconsin Central XFRV. Let's take a look at it. That's a pretty awesome paint scheme. This is the high hood version. MSRP on these is $319.95. But the pre-order price currently is set at $255.96. And let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, the Precision National X Sioux line. That's pretty cool. This one's road number 634 OK. Looks like that was a typo. It's road number 6320 on this one. I'll have to mental note that for later. I don't know what the heck happened there. Huh. It's the only 3 it happened with. So weird. Anyway, Illinois Central Gulf, X Sioux line as well, in the high nose. And then these are our silver series, so I'm going to kind of pass by these. So this is everything we just looked at, because what we looked at was in the gold model. These are all of our silver models. Same exact thing. Then we'll hit the rolling stock, which gets way more interesting. So they had also announced 80-foot trash flat cars with MSW containers. These are Trainman series flat cars, and let's see, so they come with the flat car that's an Apex flat car with 4 containers. If you scroll down, if you're interested, if you scroll down, you'll have the container or the flat car name and flat car road number, as well as the container name and container road numbers. There are 4 containers on this flat car. So each one of these comes with the 4 containers. So it is an open deck design. It has container pedestals, true scale dimensions with accurate details, weighted, detailed underframes, 100-ton trucks equipped with free rolling wheels, accurate painting and printing. So the overview of these specific flat cars: an increased use of shipping containers during the 1970s led to new designs of railway cars for carrying them. The standard cars used at the time were full plate deck, 85-foot and 89-foot flat cars with 70-ton trucks. However, each 20-foot international shipping container of the era could gross some 25 tons. Thus, a flat car carrying 4 at maximum would gross to be 100 tons. So in an effort to address this weight issue, new flat cars with open decks and 100-ton trucks were placed in service and eventually used for a new railroad commodity, trash containers. So there you have it. So we have these, each one, I believe there are 3 flat cars with 3 different road names per paint scheme. So Apex is the first. Then we have General American. I don't know what I did. And we're hosed. I love it. All right. So we have General American, East Carbon in the orange. Then we have the East Carbon trailer in the black with gray containers. Then you have the USA Waste in the black with green containers. ECDC Logistics in black with the blue containers. And then next up, we have the 73-foot center partition car, or I don't know how many different ways you guys have heard this, but I've heard it several different ways. So we have this in the trailer train, TTZX with yellow conspics, TTZX forward thinking. So this is a much brighter yellow than the other. Then we also have St. Mary's Railway in the blue. Then we have Hampton Capital, 3 different road numbers in the gray. It's a light gray. GE Capital Rail Services in the light blue. Oh, shoot. All right, I thought we lost our place. I was going to give up. No, I'm just kidding. Then we have Duluth, Winnipeg, and Pacific, British Columbia Railway. This is more brown, and that is red. And then we have the Albany and Eastern in the yellow. So you have 3 different versions or 3 different road names with the yellow paint scheme. So those are pretty cool. So these are the center partition car. Also, and this was also released in O-scale as well, is the Atlas Switch Accessory Module, also known as SAM. These are, not much is known about these, to be 100% honest, but this is the new Atlas Switch Accessory Module. It's an all-scale electronic Swiss Army knife for making common track wiring scenarios easier. More than just a non-derail circuit board similar to the old one, the Switch Accessory Module incorporates features that support and simplify reverse loop wiring, power routing, frog wiring, twin coil, and stall motor switch machines in all scales. In addition to providing simple panel lighting outputs, the Atlas SAM supports the direct connection of 2 signals at once, such as a dwarf or full mast signals, available in the plug-and-play Atlas All-Scale Signal product line. To provide for configurable on-layout turnout indication on both sides of the switch, it is also an indispensable tool for wiring 3-rail double crossovers in O-scale. So, I have had somebody call and ask questions about these, and unfortunately, we don't have very many answers as of yet. So, next up, so for the 250th anniversary of the United States, Atlas announced 4 boxcars, 50-foot post-war single-door boxcars in the limited edition collector's series, basically the bicentennial like celebratory paint schemes. So this one is Santa Fe in road number 11776. Let's go back. I have to remember that I'm on 2 different screens. So I'm looking at this one and I want to click on this one, but it's not actually the click one, which is how I keep messing up the screen. Here we've got the Illinois Central Golf in road number 523076. This is so pretty. I really do like all the bicentennial ones. Conrail. And lastly, Alaska, which is awesome. You just don't see Alaska very often anymore. I feel like you don't see it very often. I could be wrong. I just don't think we have that much of it. So next up, we have the FMC 5077 single-door box cars in Atlantic and Western Railway, as well as Railbox. Burlington Northern in the green paint scheme. Vermont Railway. Southern Pacific, which is an X Railbox patch. Southern with an X Railbox patch. Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac. Delaware, Lackawanna. And Norfolk Southern. And then we have Norcham. I don't think that we've seen very much of. This is pretty cool. That's also because I switched to hoppers. So I'm clicking things and nothing's happening. Anywho, this is the ACF 50 or 3560 covered hopper, Norfolk Southern, as well as Norcham. Maybe it'll open, maybe it won't. Let's see these guys. These cars feature true scale dimensions with accurate details, weighted, detailed underframes equipped with Accumate knuckle couplers, trucks equipped with free rolling metal wheels, accurate painting, and lettering. I feel like this is just the standard, correct? Next. Oh, although this one is pretty great. So we also have Chesapeake and Ohio, Union Carbide, Riverport Railroad, Rail Logistics, and IMCX. But check out the paint on this one. I like this paint scheme. Union Molecular Sieves. All right, next up you have the actual containers for the flat cars. So if you wanted to change them out, here we are. So you have the IWS 20-foot high cube containers, and these are all 4-packs. Every single one of them is a 4-pack. So this is IWS 4-pack set number 1, 4-pack set number 2. Each 2 have different road numbers in them. You can click it and open it to see what road numbers are included, and that will provide you with that information. Next up, the NWSX in set number 1, set number 2. Then we have LWT in set number 1, set number 2 in the blue. Then we have DSEU, set number 1 and 2 in the orange. AWIU, set 1, set 2 in the gray and red. RSGU, set 1, set 2 in the blue. Then we have USWX, This is the U.S. waste in the dark green and yellow. All right. Next up is the 53-foot Evans double plug door box car. Uh, these are in a couple of odd, more less common names, I should say. We have the Plywood Marketing Associates, USLX. Let's take a look. Isn't that cool? The orange and yellow paint scheme. And then we have the Virginia Central in the green paint scheme. Wicks Agriculture in white. The Tropicana. This was as big as I can get this, as far as I know. I would try to zoom, but you guys all know I'm not friendly with Mac, right? I don't know what would happen. And or if we could get back. So, next up with the 53-foot Evans double plug door box car is St. Regis in the blue and white. Then we have Quinault Pacific in the yellow. Yes, yellow and black. USLX, road number 10469. I wasn't sure that it was black, so I had to open the picture. And then we also have the Cypress in the blue, like navy blue and white. Illinois Central Gulf in boxcar red and white, as well as Chicago and Northwestern in the Canadian National patch. Oh, I'm sorry. Chicago and Northwestern patch over. My bad. And the boxcar red with the white. Again, two different road numbers. So 540-300 and 540-386. Which, that was a lot. Am I wrong? That was way too much. Anyway, big catalog from Atlas. Just dropped last week. Pre-orders are due, I believe it was at the beginning of February. Let's see. Let me double check. I lied. Pre-orders are due at the beginning of January. They're due January 7th. So if you are interested, please get your pre-order in. It really helps us know what to order and, how to help be a better asset for the hobby. So again, those are Atlas. If you go to our website, check those out. So next up, let's see. Oh, that I meant to delete that one, just FYI. And it won't skip through until it's done playing. Okay, so our in-stock showcase. This is our potentially going to be our weekly deals in our newsletter. So if you're not subscribed, you should be, because you're missing out on these. So this week we have our Lionel Ready to Run Christmas train sets. The first of which being the Christmas Cheer passenger set with Magnalock track. So each one of these sets comes with the track, the power supply, the terminal piece for the track, and the power supply. And then it comes with what you see in the picture. So in this case, you have a steam engine, a tender, and 3 passenger cars, along with the remote. So you can start your holiday tradition today. No Christmas is complete without the magical sight and sound of a Lionel train circling the tree. So our featured Lionel Ready to Run Christmas train sets are the perfect way to begin or expand your family's festive tradition. Everything you need to get running right out of the box: the locomotive, rolling stock, track, and power supply. It features classic design, vibrant colors, and unparalleled quality expected from Lionel. You can also experience realistic rail sounds and puffing smoke on select sets that bring magic to life. Simple setup and reliable operation. So this is the Comet freight set. Again, engine tender, box cars, gondolas, and a working caboose on the back. This is the Polar Express passenger set. So engine, tender, and 3 passenger cars. And then the Christmas Express passenger set. So, one more time. Check them out. These are going to be in our weekly deals. You guys do not want to miss this, especially if you're buying or trying to buy a gift for your kid, your grandkid, your nephews, whoever that you would like to get into the train hobby so that they can participate with you. This is the perfect deal for you. All right. Next up is layout inspiration, where we stop and talk about the pre-built Atlas track packages. The entire purpose of these packages is so that you can stop planning and start running. Atlas layout packages are the ultimate hassle-free fast track to building your own railroad. They've done the hard part for you by including every single piece of Atlas track you need so you can skip measuring and dive straight into the best part of the hobby, which is running your trains. This week, we're going to take a look at the HO31 Water Level Western package. This comes equipped with everything that you would need to put this track package together. It also even has room for a turntable if you wanted it, if you wanted to add it in later. You totally could. This is an excellent choice for a first layout. The Water Level Western features the operating and scenic interest of 2 grade crossings in a twice-around main line with room for a turntable and industry trackage. Basic flat-top platform construction. Minimum table size required is a 4x8, which is great. It's perfect. You just go get a sheet. Go get a sheet of plywood and get it started. Anyway, these retail for $778, but you can buy them from us for $622.40. And again, flat rate shipping is $5.99. It's $6 to ship it. And some of these track packages are actually multiple boxes. I have one package that is actually 3 boxes to ship this, so it's a great deal. Come check it out. Next up are our featured building kits. Again, these are new arrivals. We just got these in fresh off the truck from Walthers. This first one is the coffee shop. How cute is this? So the hey Rich. So funny, you're a little late to the party. But it's not my birthday. It is not my birthday. It's Dominic's birthday. So we were all telling Dominic happy birthday. So anyway, the HO Scale Coffee Shop is typical of so many small brick businesses found in any communities, across the country. It's got a nice small footprint and fits easily into any scene. And its architectural style makes it a great candidate to adapt the structure for many other uses if you didn't want it to be a coffee shop. So again, this is product number 933-4026. The footprint of this building is 4 7/16 by 3 9/16 by 2 17/32. So fits in pretty much wherever. Next up, we have the Vintage Coal Dealer. Check this one out. I like this. So there are so many pieces to this kit. And I mean, it is a perfect fit for, any setup, honestly. It's perfect for big city scene or quiet country town. It'll look great next to your tracks of any HO scale railroad. And just like the prototypes, the buildings are easily arranged to fit in odd-shaped spaces. Typical of facilities commonly seen in the U.S. from the late 1920s to the 1960s. This can be built as a freestanding business. It's a great location for spotting those hoppers and tank cars. This kit includes a brick office building, a concrete coal bunker with between the rails unloading grate, 2 coal conveyors, a vertical steel fuel tank with pump house, a detailed trestle with supports, abutment, railing, and walkway with optional bulkheads to build below track storage bins. The molded approach ramp for cold trestle. The track for that is not included. However, and then printed interior sign sheet and decals. So how cool is that? Again, here are all your footprints for each one of these buildings. And would you believe it if I told you it was only $55.98? You can get it from us. Thanks, Rich. You didn't. I'll tell you what. My birthday is April 26th. That's, so write it down in case you didn't know. But now everybody on here knows. So, yes, April 26th. You got it. The next up is the new Cornerstone single track truss bridge with roadbed kit. How cool is that? So your trains run on the bridge. And then there's a roadway right next to it. That is awesome. You want me to run them on Saturday? You want me to run the broadcast? I think that's what you mean. I can do the broadcast. We'll see what he says. I'll take over broadcast on Saturday. We've got some really cool. Oh no! Again, another streaming error. What the heck? I don't know how that works. Anyway, we'll see how he feels about that. But we've got some really cool stuff to put out on the on the layout this weekend. It'll be great. So yes, here's this. The footprint of this is 24.9 inches by 4.9 by 5.2. So that's not, I mean, that's perfect for any kind of double track or double roadway. It's based on this single track truss railroad bridge with roadway kit is based on steel bridges that carry both rail and vehicle traffic across rivers, highways, and industrial zones through North America. It's perfect for urban and industrial scenes. This unique design features a full single track arched Pratt truss railroad bridge with an attached roadway cantilever, allowing both rail and vehicular traffic to share the same span efficiently. I do hope you know that we try to prevent that, right? We try to prevent him from having to ship things out. So this is typical North American design seen from the steam era to the present. Roadway includes deck, guardrails, and structural supports. It matches the NMRA overhead clearance. It clears double stacks and other tall cars. Simulated steel construction with detailed girders, lattice work, and rivets. And it is meant to be used with Walther's Code 83 track. So you can use it with any Code 83 track. And it is molded in a dark gray plastic. So I thought it was really cool. We don't have one yet, so that's why we got it. Hey, next up. Next up. Hello there. Thank you. I wish I was in Jacksonville, Florida. Instead, we have like 4 inches of snow out on the ground. It's gross. Which is fine. I'm warm. My feet aren't, but that's fine. I just don't want to be outside. So we have Mrs. Muffin's Modeling Masterclass. Now, she's not here tonight, but she will be here next week. And I wanted to let you guys know, just in case anybody wanted to grab something and follow along, I am going to be having her build the AccuRail Kit 81762. So write that down if you don't already know, 81762. And that is for an ACF 47-foot 3-bay center flow covered hopper in the Honeymead with the yellow and brown paint scheme. So if you wanted to get that kit or a kit that's similar and kind of follow along with her, that would be wonderful. But she will be here. That's what we're moving on to next for next week. So be on the lookout for that. And then lastly, we are still waiting to hear from some HO clubs so that we can interview them and maybe get to feature a new HO club on our broadcast for next week or the week after, or who cares? Just reach out to us. We want to hear from you guys, you know? And then, boop, boop. That is everything I have for today. So, anybody have any questions? You know, you might be asking yourself, why 4-HO trains? Why Mr. Muffin's 4-HO trains? So, besides the fact that you get our traditional muffin service that you've all come to know and love, as well as no deposit required for pre-orders, we offer weekly specials that are only available to our subscribers of our newsletter. So, feel free to go sign up. You can go over to 4hotrains.com. The thing's going to pop up and ask you to sign up anyway. Or you can scroll to the bottom of the website and throw your email in there. We also offer a $5.99 flat rate shipping. So we don't charge by size. We don't charge by weight. It's $5.99 period, no matter how big or small your shipment is. And then we also mark everything down straight out of the gate. So what we have it marked down to is the best price that you're going to get. So, but we want to earn your business and we want to help you enhance your model train hobby. So please reach out to us. You can visit 4hotrains.com. You can email us at support@4hotrains.com, or you can call us. I think Massimo knows the number. It's probably best that he tells you. It's 765-292-2022. That's 22 for choo-choo. I understand that. I did not do a Christmas layout. To be fair, I haven't taken my Halloween one down, so don't tell Mr. Muffin. I don't know if he noticed. He hasn't said anything if he has. I'm going to try to build up my Halloween layout because Halloween's my favorite. And I would really like for it to be up year round. So we'll see. Toot. You guys are funny. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye, everybody. Maybe next week we'll get my Mr. Muffin impression going. Let's see how. I'll practice it all week, okay? Sounds good. Bye, guys.